Chuck, and today I want to do a product review of the GHS Fast Fret product for your guitar. This is really neat. It's a string cleaner and lubricant. I've been using this product in different formats since the 80s. Actually, this right here, this me and my grandfather shared for many years. It's been used on Martins, it's been used on Gretches, it's been used on Sigmas. Any guitar that him or I, shared or used, or even that my dad used, this has been on all of those guitars. It's a fantastic product. So I want to start out by saying that if you don't have the GHS Fast Fret, it will prolong the life of your strings. It'll make your strings get the grime off of them so that they don't look dirty, but also, more importantly, it gets the grime off of them so that they can, you can hear them in their truest form. So they definitely prolong the life of your strings and act as a lubricant and cleaner. One of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because the past several times I've changed my strings out, I've noticed when I go into my box of musical repair stuff and harmonicas and stuff, I always see the old one, which this was probably bought in the 1980s. And I looked on the label here, it still has the price of $6. Now, I'm not sure what the current price is of the GHS Fast Fret. I believe it's a little bit more, and you can pick this up anywhere. I would recommend you go to your local music shop wherever you live and pick up a can of this. You can also get it at Guitar Center if that's easier for you to go there. But one of the reasons I wanted to point this out and show you kind of the product comparison of what it was in the 80s and what it is now is because they're not making the same product. Now I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm going to open up both of these, and in theory everything's the same. You have your stick. You can get it out of here. Here's your stick. So the basic setup of this is going to include your stick for your hand, and you basically rub this over your strings. This is going to do a number of things. It's going to lubricate the string, it's going to clean the string, but it's also going to give you that playability that you need, especially on the newer strings or strings that haven't been played in a little while, so that you can do exactly what the product tells you to do. It's a fast fret. So you can, this has not been tuned, but you get the principle, you get the idea. Every one of these packages is going to come with a cloth so that you can also wipe it down. I would recommend wiping your strings down after a good session anyways, always. That prolongs the life of your strings. I grew up in West Virginia where we have some bluegrass pickers and people that are picking every day. And, these folks need their strings to last as long as possible and sound as good as they can for as long as possible. So that's the intention of, using this product and wiping your strings down just separately. If you don't buy this product, take a rag, wipe your strings down after you play it. It will prolong the life of your strings. It'll keep them from getting those darker spots in there. And then usually when you start seeing some of that patina on your strings, you're going to notice that the strings go out of tune. So again, this all comes down to the longevity of your strings and the sound quality of your strings. Now let's get into looking at the comparison, because I find this really amazing that this product, and it's not GHS's fault. So if you're watching GHS, sorry, truth might hurt a little bit, but this is from the 1980s. Look at how much we have on this. This, I can tell you, has been used probably hundreds of times more than this has been used. I've owned this 6 months. I've used it maybe 20 times. Let's just take a look here. Look at how much product you get back then and now. The wood handle's nice touch. I don't really care what the handle's made out of. But as far as your product goes, you're spending more and you're getting less. And again, not picking on GHS, you're probably going to find that in a lot of products that you have is that, you know, you're not always getting what you paid for. Used to be a little bit better. So wanted to point that out. GHS, step it up. Give us a little bit more for our buck, please. But again, not being too critical of the GHS Fast Fret, but I did find it interesting since I had both of these and thought I would show anyone out there what the products looked like then and what the products look like now. And all right. Thank you, little helper back there. That concludes today's video. I've never done a guitar video unless it was just me on there probably picking a tune or a cover or something, so I wanted to do something instructional. Appreciate it. Thank you. Peace.
Dada, what do you rate this product? Out of 1 being the worst and 10 being the best.
I would rate it a solid 8. Solid 8. Mm-hmm. You need to have this in your arsenal. So, okay, thank you. Camera girl.